to Tamara's Lunchbox. Wednesday edition. Hump day. 2 more days to go. I'm ready. Can y'all tell I'm ready? I told Brian this morning, I said, I think what I need is a schedule that I don't work on Sunday. I work Monday, Tuesday. Don't work Wednesday. Work Thursday, Friday. Don't work Saturday. That would be perfect. Then I get my midweek break, if that's what you want to call it, and I get revived for Thursday, Friday. I said, this would be a perfect situation. He's like, uh-huh. So I tried. He didn't go for it. But you know, just wasn't set up that way, which I still don't understand why. And I do not have a suite, y'all. So, well, let's see. Today is the 2nd. So yesterday I took my Valentine candy dish up and it had 3 pieces of candy. So today I have Dove dark chocolate. I actually have 2. So that is that. That will be my sweet. I don't have a napkin and I don't have my sweet. All out of sorts. Just all out of sorts. Okay, well, let me show you what I got. Of course, this is my fork and my spoon. Chef salad. I'll put my fork and spoon in the... There we go. And of course, do you know it took me till almost 4 yesterday to finish that? I was drinking water and I'd take a sip of it, I'd take a sip of the water. I was back and forth yesterday. All right, y'all know what this looks like without the wrapping. Ew, that lettuce is wilted. We can't have wilted lettuce. But you have your lettuce, ham, turkey, cheese, and ranch dressing. So that's what we're having today. We were supposed to go to Kristen's game yesterday, and it, golly, y'all, I made a mess. But it, got moved to an away game. Well, and I don't do away games. I've told y'all that. I don't like going to other schools. Because a lot of it is the fact that I don't know where I'm going. That's my first problem. And I don't like it. I don't like not knowing where I'm going, where I'm at. Am I in the wrong place? I don't. So I don't do away. Plus, some of these schools, you know, they're 30 minutes from me, 45 minutes. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I don't do it. I just don't attend those. So anyway, it got changed to an away game, and my plan was to eat at her game. So I didn't have anything planned for supper last night. So, but I did have this salad prepared that when I got home, I could just gather for my lunch. It wasn't going to be a big thing. So that's why this one is today. Because that is my plan. I'm on my plan. But it, the other day I got off of them. But, I told you I didn't have any bacon. Matter of fact, that reminds me I've got to submit our Walmart. That's what I did last Friday. I don't think I told y'all. You know, I submit like Wednesday, Thursday, our Walmart pickup. And that way I get the time slot I want, the day I want. Sometimes it's messed me up. Sometimes I get exactly what I want. The majority of the time I get what I want. Well, last week I submitted it, and on Friday nights, after we get done with our supper and, you know, baths, whatever, I'll ask everybody, you got anything else you're submitting or that you want? If you want it, you better hurry and put it on there because I'm getting ready to submit it. And that's it. Don't add nothing else to it, because if you do add to it, you just need to go ahead and submit it. Well, I had put stuff on it. Brian had put stuff on it. I didn't think about it. It hadn't crossed my mind. And Saturday morning I woke up. I think it was 4 something. I woke up Saturday morning. Too late. Can't do it now. It wasn't anything that we had to have, and you know, we could pick it up at Food Line. It wasn't a big deal, but I just forgot all about it. So I said, oops. But anyway, and I think when Brian has been on here before, I think he's mentioned it, but I'm not positive. So I'll start from the beginning. In case, and I have no idea what video it would be on to even go back and tell you to look it up. So, at his job, they have a retention pond, is what you call it, on their property. And you know, when you have something like that, and it's deep enough that, you know, geese, wildlife, you know, but mainly geese, but wildlife can get to the area. And the geese will use it like a pond. You know, I mean, technically that's what it is, but the geese will be there. And they have had them, when they lay their eggs, they've had babies there before. And I guess they feel safe there, I guess. I don't know. Well, anyway, one year, they leave. You know, I mean, once the babies grow up and they can fly and everything, they leave. They kind of come and go. They don't just stay. Well, one didn't leave. And it was like, well, wonder why. Well, they got to notice him. He never did fly. He just walked around. He never did fly. Well, they eventually saw him one day put his wings out, and one doesn't extend all the way. The one does, but one doesn't. So he can't fly. So that's why he never left. But it's sad because his family left him. Because he didn't fly there, he can't fly. So you know he was born there, and his family left. And that's so sad. Well, the guys Brian works with and everything, they decided they got him some food. And, you know, it's just like bird food kind of stuff. Not your little bitty stuff. I mean, it's like little, it looks like little, almost dog food, almost. But it's like little pellet looking kind of thing. And they get it at this farm and feed place. So, you know, they're giving them stuff that'll, you know, they're healthy. And they feed them every morning. Well, his name's Ricky. That's what they named the goose. His name's Ricky. And they go out there every morning and just give him, you know, like a cup of food, just like you would a dog or a cat. Well, last year, well, we saw, he said that they had like a group come last year. They had babies, all that through the summer. And Ricky just seemed happy. Well, you know he gets lonely out there. They're not meant to be alone all the time. So Brian said, it's so good to see him with those other geese, you know, and everything. And he just seemed happy. Well, those geese come and went. You know, they're not there. That's not going to be their home. Well, when they left, all of a sudden one showed back up. Well, I call it a girl. We don't know if Ricky's a boy. I mean, we don't know. And I was like, he has a girlfriend. She come back to live with Ricky, yeah. And she's been there. And they started putting out 2 piles of food for them. To make sure they were getting enough and all that, right? Well, they swim together. They walk places together. And it's like she knew something was wrong with him. So Brian said you would see him and she would kind of, her wings are fine because she can extend her wings. And there's like little heels and, you know, things like that. Well, she would fly. She would just do a little and then get down there quicker. Well, Ricky's got to walk. You know, he's got to waddle down there. But she always stayed right there at him like she was waiting on him or, you know, like she knew something's wrong, but so I just have to go a little slower. And she never, you know, like come at him. As far as I know, she's never been mean to him or anything. Other geese have been mean to him. Things like that. So, but she hasn't. Well, last week, they saw one of them, because they're hard to tell apart. Unless you see them extend their wings, you don't know which one's which. They started off fine in the pond. Brian said they were just, you know, like normal. And then they saw one of them walk up the driveway. The other one was there, down at the pond, but the other one was walking. Well, you would think if it was her, she can fly. So why was she walking? Why didn't she just fly? So then we didn't know, was it Ricky? Because Ricky can't fly, so he's got to walk. But he had never, until her, he wouldn't even go too far away from the pond. It's like his comfort place was the pond, so he didn't go far from it. She would get him to go into the parking lot, further out to the woods, things like that. He would kind of explore a little bit. And I guess he felt safe with her, I guess, because he would follow her or whatever. So anyway, so last week they saw one walking up. Don't know which one it was. Well, the next morning, Brian went to work and they went to take the feed out there. And when they did, Brian said it was the saddest thing you'd ever seen. Ricky is walking back and forth where they put the feed on the bank of the pond. Back and forth, one side to the other, just honking. Just up in the air, just honking. And Brian said, it's so sad. It was so sad because all you do is hear him. And he just can't find her, I guess. Or that's her and can't find Ricky. I don't know. We don't know which is which. Well, Brian went to work Monday, and he said, as soon as he pulled in the driveway, because the driveway's kind of like up like this, and then it kind of comes down. The pond's right there on the left. He come down the driveway at work, opened up the gates, turned and looked. She was with Ricky. So they were back together, and they were just swimming. And so she was there yesterday. She was there Monday, and she was there yesterday. Now today, he couldn't find her this morning. But Ricky wasn't hollering, so he must have knew where she was. So right before I turned on the video, I had a snap from Brian. And it's a video of, he said, good news, she's here. But then, now I'm not so sure that's her. Because that goose, Ricky was over there eating, and that goose run up the embankment and done like that at him and made him move. which she's never been mean to Ricky. So now we don't know if that's really her or not. Or is it an imposter? Pretending to be Ricky's friend and then gonna shoo him away from the food. Y'all, nature's mean. They know Ricky's disabled. But hopefully, if it is her, she's just hungry. Maybe. But they called the wildlife place or whatever. Whoever them people are to call. Just seeing if they could do anything. You know, because he couldn't fly. And they said nah. Nah. I said more than likely he was born there. He'll be fine. But he doesn't get the quality of life. He doesn't get to go on adventures. So Brian makes sure that Ricky has adventures. What I might do is if he can get a good enough video, I'll have him video it. I'll add it to our video. If not today, I'll do it tomorrow. Because he should be able to get a video for it. And then you can see. But everybody at Brian's work is just invested in that goose. But you know how it is. I mean, it's not like he comes and leaves. You know, he doesn't come and go. He stays right there. That's his home. But because he can't fly, he gets left behind. And it's sad. That's why we thought it was so sweet that she stayed right there with him. And like I said, took him around a little bit. She would walk with him. You know. And they come up. Now, they don't let Brian get too close. We think she is getting closer than Ricky. Because I think Ricky knows. And he's not going to take the chance. Who can't get away, you know. But it's so funny because when Brian, on Fridays when he leaves work, he goes out there and puts a pile of food. And he says, "This is your weekend food. Don't eat it till tomorrow." And he goes back in the building, closes up the shop, and goes to leave. 9 times out of 10, they're already up there eating. And Brian will make a video of it. And he'll say, "I told you it's your weekend food, stop eating." It's so funny. But, so we buy his feed and keep him stocked up. So, because I'm sure they're eating worms and, you know, stuff like that. Whatever geese eat. But just feel a little better giving him his little food, his individual food. All right, y'all. I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. I'm going to go wash my fork and spoon. And I will see you back here tomorrow for Thursday's edition. Thank you for joining me for Tamara's Lunchbox. Hope you have a great day. May the peace of the Lord be with you until I see you again. Take care. Bye.